Welcome back to Cultivating Pool, where the kicks don't just get worn, they get documented. Today, I'm shooting the Nike SB Air Jordan 4 Navy. Nike SB's second take on a classic silhouette. The first drop was the Pine Greens. I missed out on those, but that's all good. This pair landed through Flight Club just a couple days ago before the sneakers app release. Now, if you've been tapped in, you know there's been some noise around how this drop went down. Exclusive access was only given through a link that showed up in Eric Koston's IG stories. No app notifications, no reminder, just a moment for those who really follow the culture. That was a smart play by Nike, but definitely stirred some things up. Let's get into what I'm here for though. The craft, the textures, the tooling, the storytelling, every shot has intention. Let me show you how I brought this pair to life. Let's get into it. I am shooting the Nike SB Air Jordan 4s. Let me see, let's move this back, come on. You guys take a look at everything that I am doing here. We're gonna keep the camera angle wide for right now. All right, we're gonna call this shot stacking checks. That's what we're gonna call this shot. These are my settings right here. That's what my camera sees. We're keeping the same settings as last time, except I am going to change that shutter speed. We're gonna shoot 1/50. That lightens up the image a bit. I'm gonna bring down the ISO just a little. I brought it down to 800. So this is my current settings right now. Brought it down to a 1/50 because I have the camera on a tripod. If you guys can see it right over here. Let's change what we watching. Unbreakable kicks. All right, here we go. So like I said, we're gonna call this shot stacking checks. So I'm gonna lay the sneaker flat. No, this way. We're gonna go this way. Gonna move that Flight Club. Gonna bring that there, and then we're gonna bring it here. This is exactly why I'm calling it stacking checks. See, come on. This thing, I guarantee you it disconnected when I moved. I'm gonna see what's on my lens, but this thing is always disconnecting. So we're gonna connect again to see if it can connect without me scanning the QR code. Come on, boom, we back connected. All right, I gotta get that shot more in frame. I'm gonna be here with it right here. So I've done a shot similar to this before, where I did this with the Nigel Sylvester Brick by Bricks. I have a name for this shot, but like I said, let's call it stacking checks. I got the Nike SB heel showing here. Move it right there. Love the way that looks. It seems like you guys got a good view. We're grabbing the putty again, just so I can get that snake play going. Let's see what we got going. Let's see if I need the putty. Yeah, let's work with it. Let's put that there. Go here, place that down. There we go. It's not bad at all. So I'm gonna toss in here too is this bounce card. I think I'm gonna use the reflective side. So I'm gonna zoom in, see if I can get it nice and close so you guys can kind of see what's going, what this bounce card does, especially the reflective side. You guys can see what the lace play looks like there. This camera's about to die. So what you're gonna see me do is bring that in. You see how it lights the sole of the sneaker, bring some extra light bouncing that right off over there. So we're gonna go there. I'm gonna have to move this camera back a little bit just so I could get, the frame is tight, but I just want a little space. I want a little more space. Still gotta move the shot also. Move it back. All right, I like the way that looks. So you guys can see what that shot looks like. It looks really nice. We're gonna take it. Couldn't shoot This is that infamous I forgot to put the other SD card in. So you know what I like doing. I have to change out the battery. We got the camera hooked back up. It's a little blurry, but let's take this shot. All right, so the first shot focused back here on the heel. I'm gonna take another shot to the other side. The shot there. We're taking the top shoe, the front, back. I'm gonna take the top panel, the side that's facing up towards the ceiling where the netting is. A shot there. We're gonna take a shot of the bottom sneaker, the toe part, and then we're gonna take near the heel, and then I'm gonna take a shot of the laces, and I'm gonna take a shot at the end of the lace. I took a few pictures, and what you guys know I do is I'm gonna focus stack it. But that's the shot, stacking checks. It looked good, I like it.
The next day.
So I built another shot off camera. This is a lot of people's favorite shot. They love the floating lid with the sneakers coming out of the box and the heel showing, especially if you got that bike air, that Nike SB on the back. They love to see that. So I got 2 stop motion arms holding the box up. I got some lace play on the sneaker that's sitting outside the box. That looks really cool. I did this with my white cement 3s. I did this with my Nigel Sylvester bike airs, and now I did it with these SBs that deserve that. This is what that shot's gonna look like. We're gonna take that picture, see where the camera itself chooses to focus. Oh man, that is that. My heater kicked on in the basement. Hilarious. All right, we're gonna take that shot. We're gonna see where it focuses on. So it focused on the top of the lid in the SB. We're gonna put focus on the sneaker with the lace play too. It brought that shot in. So what I'm gonna do is stack both images on top of each other that I think it'll work real nice. All right, part of me feels like taking a third shot. But if I'm gonna take that third shot, it's gonna be on the box. Let's do it again. So I said, boom, third shot. So before I move on, we're gonna talk about what I focused on. The first shot focused on the lid here and the sneaker there. I took a focus shot where that lace play is, and I took a third shot down where the box is, and I'm gonna piece it all together.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
All right, so I set up another shot off camera. Don't really know what to call this one, but kind of a remix of a shot that I've done before. This is what it looks like on the camera. So you should be able to see my camera right down there at the bottom. That's a dope ass shot. Nice little black gradient behind the sneaker, the SB showing, the Nike check on the bottom, the little snake pattern with the laces. It's a dope shot. So we're gonna go ahead and take the picture. My settings, they're at 125. They reset to that. I'm gonna move it down to a 1/, that's really bright. 1/30 is too bright. 1/60 looks perfect. I'm gonna keep the f-stop of 7.1, and we're gonna take a picture. Let's do that right now. That was pretty balanced. You guys know I like focus stacking, but I don't need to focus stack that one at all. Actually, you know what? I take that back. I'm going to send some focus down here on the lace that's S-ing, so I don't lose any of it. So we're gonna take one more shot and just lock in on those laces. That's why it's good to have the touch screen. Let's take that picture. Good. Man, that's money. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. If you felt the visuals, drop a like, hit that subscribe, and share it with someone who respects the craft. Let me know in the comments, what shot hit the hardest? What would you have done differently? I'm always building, always refining. And if you're into this kind of work, let me know what pair you want to see next. Feedback is always welcome. Good, bad, real. This is Cultivating Cool, and I'm out.